Hello guys, and you're watching Slikhaar TV. Today we have invited some of our YouTube fellows and friends to comment on some of the footballer hairstyles in the currently World Cup.
Yes, and we got Jordan O'Brien, and we got Hair Dr. Styles, and we got Dre Drexler and IamDavidVo. They've all commented on about 7 pictures we sent them.
Yeah, we have 8 hairstyles.
8 hairstyles.
So what you're going to see right now is their opinion on each and every different hairstyles that we sent them. Emil and I will also be commenting a little bit. We'll start out with the Ronaldo hairstyle.
Let's see what our YouTube friends say about his hair.
I really like how he has the short sides with the a little bit longer top. And I really like the zigzag that he put in his hair, not just because it looks cool, but also because it's actually a tribute to a 10-month-old baby. His name was Eric Ortiz Cruz, and Ronaldo actually paid for he paid for the whole brain surgery, so that was a tribute. If it was just a haircut, I'd rate it a 9, but the fact that it is a tribute, I think it gives him an extra point. So I'm gonna give him a 10 out of 10. I think this is the dopest hairstyle, and the meaning behind it is really cool.
So his hairstyle was definitely the more recognizable part of Ronaldo, not his play style.
Do something that is like that eccentric with designs in the side of your hair. I think that you should do something cooler than this like Z lightning bolt type thing. He donated $90,000 or something like that to like a kid to have brain cancer removed or something. I don't really know the story, and so he was basically, the kid had obviously a craniotomy scar in his skull, so he was kind of supporting that, like family members shave their head when somebody gets cancer or something. So I think it was that. But
what do you think about the hairstyle?
I think the hairstyle is a little too itchy in my opinion, but Ronaldo can pull everything off, I think, so it's pretty cool.
I also think that he can pull it off easily.
Yeah, and I think the reason why I did it is great. We think it's
a good cause.
Yeah, we think he did it in a good cause of the child.
What do I think of Kyle Beckerman's hairstyle? Well, if you ask me, it definitely looks like he's a caveman. Probably his hair needs to be washed sometime soon because it does not look like it's very healthy or clean. But I do like it, so I guess he has that from me.
I just love the way dreads look. I love that Rastafarian look. And I do think dreads are a little dirty, but I think it's pretty rad.
I always like dreads, but I don't think that he should be in this category for rating. So let's just rate him anyway. What do you give him, 1 to 10?
I would give him a solid 7.5.
I would give him a 5.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not like a horrible thing, but I just think that there's better hairstyles than that out there, especially in soccer world.
I've always wondered what it would be like to have dreads. How do you make dreads? Like, as a hairdresser, I'm sure you have talked to people about.
Yeah, basically, you take Murray's beeswax. What you do is you take a clump of hair, you part it kind of in the area that you want the dread, and you take this beeswax, and every day you put it in a clump of hair and you twist it. You twist it. If you twist it too much, you can actually twist a piece of your dread off.
Whoa, really?
Or they can fall off. Yeah, but I think the dude, he just looks homeless.
Yeah, he does look homeless.
He looks like a complete grub.
Dreads are a little homeless looking.
I don't know. I like the real thin dreads. Sometimes they look cool.
And do you not wash it? Is that another part of how you keep it?
You don't wash it as much, right? You can wash it, but it's obviously not a very clean hairstyle.
Yeah, it definitely looks a little grungy. I'm sure it smells a little grungy too.
Oh, yeah.
I can't imagine. I wonder if he has a girlfriend or not. Whether she puts up with the smell.
Depends on how good his soccer game is.
Yeah, that's true.
He really pulls it off on the football field. Anyway, not our hairstyle. Anyway, we think it's more like a lifestyle than a hairstyle.
What do I think of Benoit Assou-Ekotto's hairstyle? He kind of looks like a black-haired poodle. You can only imagine when it rains, his hair just wants to blow up and poof out extremely bad. What he should do is get it cut like a flat top and like from the 80s.
He's got like an afro.
What do you think he could do with this? I think he could.
He needs to shave the sides off. Yeah. And do like a mini little mohawk. Like, because Afro Mohawks are dope.
Afro Mohawks are cool.
When will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas cut his dreads off, he did like a mini Mohawk, but it was off to the left a little bit, and it looked cool.
I also think if he did like, have you seen Jaden Smith right now, how he has little dreadlocks, little like clean ones?
That'd be cool.
I think that'd be pretty cool too. He could do that with his hair.
This is just the traditional afro, basically. It's okay. I don't know. Seems like a lot of hair to be flopping around on your head.
It would get hot.
Absolutely,
think, especially running around.
Running 8 miles in a soccer game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that he should probably get it braided and do some cool designs with that, or something else.
I'm just thinking about a sponge.
Yeah, mushrooms.
A nest.
I'm hungry.
What do I think of Oliver Giroud hairstyle? I actually really like this hairstyle. It's probably one of the most similar ones to mine, so I could relate to it a lot. I like the short sides and I like the long top, and I just kind of like how it's styled. I kind of wish I could do it with my hair, but it's a little too long.
This is probably the cleanest hairstyle I've seen so far. Very classy, very sharp, very professional.
This one's pretty dope. I do like this one a lot.
Yeah.
I like that's what I'm talking about. It's like I want some clean stuff.
I would give this a 10. I think it's a perfect hairstyle, perfect style. It's his own thing, and he's a handsome dude.
So like Cody said, we did a video on him just like last week, and we got a lot of good feedback on it. He basically has like a really high cut-in side part, and then just everything on top is probably about 3 or 4 inches, and just curves it over to the side. I really like it a lot. It is another one of those like extreme hairstyles that you probably couldn't just like wear, every day if you're like a lawyer or something.
It's not as bad as a Cristiano Ronaldo as far as that. That's a little bit more extreme. I'd say that that this one is less extreme.
That's true.
Plus in the back, even though it's separated on the side, it's disconnected. On the back, it isn't really disconnected. It's kind of faded in, and on the side opposite the part, it isn't as disconnected. Or I didn't do that disconnected. I left kind of a cleaner blend.
Yeah.
We already made it, and it's pretty cool.
He
Really fresh, short and sharp at the sides.
What do I think about Neymar's hairstyle? I like Neymar's hairstyle. It's really unique. It flies forward and sticks up in the back, and it's bleached, and it's got a whole different color to it. I really like it. I wish he didn't get hurt in the World Cup, but his hairstyle really stood out, and definitely is very recognizable.
He's pretty cool. I like this guy's style. I would never rock this hairstyle, but on him for some reason I think it's really cool.
He looks like he's in a band or something like that.
Yeah, it looks like he's like in a rock
messy
band. I'd give it an 8.
That's what I was gonna say. I'd give it an 8 too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think there's something to a crazy hairstyle that's intentionally crazy. When you just have everything that's a mess, it's still crazy, but it's disorganized crazy. It's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. You gotta have a little bit of crazy, but it's gotta look like you know what you're doing crazy.
Exactly. Like this is intentionally crazy. I didn't just wake up like this.
Yeah, and it looks good for a reason. His haircut's okay.
We're sorry for the injury, and we hope he will get better very soon, so we can see some nice football.
We do. And hairstyle.
What do I think of Gabriel Paletta's hairstyle from Italy? He should probably rethink his hairstyle because he's balding in the front, and he should probably just cut it all off and go bald.
Alright, so this guy, I think this is probably one of the worst hairstyles I've ever seen, not just in soccer, but in just life. I think it's pretty horrible. He needs to, if you're losing hair,
trying to comb over.
my tip, you guys, if you guys have a cul-de-sac on the top of your head, shave the whole thing. I rate this a 1. Care.
In my opinion, as far as the ratings go from 1 to 10, I'm not even gonna rate it.
Oh,
Next.
Okay.
I think this might have been one of the joking hairstyles because he doesn't really have a hairstyle. It's just balding, thinning hair.
He doesn't have a whole lot of hair to style.
Yeah.
Have you seen that spray fill-in stuff that's basically like, I don't know, silly putty, kind of like in a bottle. Basically, you spray it on and it like sticks in, and it's supposed to make you look like your hair's.
Yeah, I don't know if you showed me the video or if I saw it somewhere else, but I saw like a shaker bottle thing.
Yeah.
That you shake in the hair.
Yeah, there's like another one like salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Puts a new meaning to salt and pepper hair.
Yeah, and it fills in the bald spots. But
that's crazy. He definitely needs some of that.
Yeah. He does.
Yes, and that was one of the jokes because he doesn't really have a hairstyle. He's more like anti-hairstyle. We think he should shave his head.
Okay, what do I think about Arturo Vidal's hairstyle? Probably one of the most extreme hairstyles I've ever seen. It's really short on the sides, probably like a 1 or a 0 almost, and then there's a shaved line in it, and then there's a mohawk in the middle. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty unique. I've never seen it before, and it kind of looks pretty cool actually. But I like it because it's sending a new message to everybody that you can pretty much style your hair however way you like, and it doesn't matter as long as you like it and it looks pretty cool. I say go for it.
Wow, this is funky.
I've seen some soccer players do that.
Yeah, I think it's cool if you're like
footballers.
If you're in the league, but if you're just living everyday life and you're not like in sports or in a band, I wouldn't try
like
this.
If you work at Sports Chalet, don't
don't rock this.
Don't do that.
I would rate this probably an 8. I think it's pretty cool.
An 8?
Yeah, for being in a league.
Get an 8.
But if you're in everyday life and you're just like at a job and stuff, I would don't attempt this. That's like a.
I love it. I think it's actually great. It's crazy, but it's an organized crazy. It took a lot more talent to do that type of haircut than it did Cristiano Ronaldo's. You know,
Yeah.
the kid who probably he donated money to get surgery could have probably given him the same V in his hair, or anybody else could have did that. This one, Arturo, it takes a good barber to do this. There's definitely some skill in that haircut. I think it looks really cool. And all about it. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. So what does he have going on? Is that like a faux hawk?
So it's basically like it's bald on the sides, and then it's a little bit longer here, and then there's 2 kind of hard parts here, and then there's the mohawk.
No. Okay.
So it's different layers almost of haircut, and I think it looks really unique and awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, definitely if I was a professional, like any kind of sports player, whether soccer or whatever, I would like to try something like this. But again, it's not necessarily like, the lawyer type where you could wear it in the office, but it is pretty cool. I like it a lot.
Right.
But another person who shaves his head and looks really great is the footballer Vidal. He shaved his head in the sides, 2 different lengths, really cool.
And last but not least, Carlos Valderrama. Man, his hair reminds me of the car in Dumb and Dumber, the big dog car. It looks like he's a gigantic fluffy poodle dog, and it's quite hilarious along with the mustache. I can't believe that. It's perfectly cut with his face too. It's just like this, and it's just all fuzzy, furry hair. It looks like a dog, especially the one from Dumb and Dumber.
He's going for the poodle look.
Shut up.
So so we're gonna play Would You Rather right now. Would you rather be, what's his name? Would you rather be Gabriel Paletta or Carlos Valderrama?
I'd have Carlos Valderrama.
Yeah, you would rock the poodle look?
I would.
Yeah? Okay.
It's not a poodle look.
It's a poodle.
It's Corbin Blue's dad. It looks like Corbin Blue's dad.
dad.
That one's okay. I rate that, the curly-haired one, I rate that one like a 2.
Emil and Rasmus actually said that was the joke, but I'm thinking...
no, this was the joke.
That was the joke. Gabriel's was the joke.
Ridiculous.
Carlos actually, he has some style. He has his own thing going on.
I could see myself eating a fajita with him.
I don't know that it reminds me of anyone, maybe like Big Bird. But this is actually what I'm shooting for. So I'm trying to grow my hair out to do this hairstyle. It's pretty much like a poodle. It looks like he stuck a poodle on top of his head.
All right. How about you name 5 things that it looks like? Go. Ramen noodles.
Chicken Alfredo with some noodles.
An intestinal tapeworm. How about Sideshow Bob?
It looks exactly like Sideshow Bob. Yes, that's perfect. He looks a little scary.
That's crazy.
We have maybe a tent on his head. So
Maybe he can clean floors with his hair. I think actually he looks a little bit like Jack Black.
have you ever seen Austin Power with curls? I think it's him. And this is the Slikhaar TV Friends that will be featured each Monday at 7. Please write in the comment section down below what you think about this new type of episodes. And also, to check out the winner from the last week, read the description, and stay tuned for next time.
Bye.
Bye.